the subway that we took is actually chilling along the station, although the track is missing there. How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Splatoon 2 Octo Expansion. Before we step into more testing, I do want to go ahead and talk to Captain Cuttlefish. MC Craig is the place to be, y'all. He's a sleepy sea slug, don't you forget. Giving out advice so you don't look pathetic. Alright, thank you, MC Craig. Anyway, by the way, yes, his name is Craig Cuttlefish, just something to keep in mind. Anyway, before we do testing, I want to talk about Splatoon 2 Octo Expansion. We'll get into the nitty-gritty of it more so a little later, because there's a lot of cool things about this. But I do want to point out that this takes place basically around the same time as the single-player campaign in Splatoon 2. So technically, this game is kind of like Lion King 1.5, so that basically makes this Splatoon 1.5. Really, really cool. Because, yeah, you never see Callie or Marie or Agent 4 in this campaign, and Pearl and Marina were absent in the single-player campaign itself, so yeah. And also, Captain Cuttlefish is also missing, but they do reference Captain Cuttlefish at the very end when you first complete the Octo Expansion, complete Octo Expansion. There we go, messing up in the second episode already in the first couple minutes. When you complete Octo Canyon, and you speak to Callie and Marie after, that is unlocked and everything when you complete the story for the first time, they allude to Captain Cuttlefish being missing, and I think also somewhere else in the campaign, Marie asks where Captain Cuttlefish is. So yeah, Octo Expansion is basically Splatoon 1.5, aka Lion King 1.5. Really, really cool. Anyway, now that that's out of the way, I kind of explained that very weirdly, but we're gonna get into some more testing. So, the first test we did was called Fake Plastic Station, and we had to get to the goal. These are numbered. As you see, this was number A05, and it's really cool because in actual subway systems, there's a line A, there's a line B, you know where this is going. So yeah, it's really, really cool. And also they have quotes above each of the stations, so this one looks like the real thing. Another cool thing about Octo Expansion, the developers actually made lots of references, and it's kind of something I was kind of alluding to, but from the hint you got in Luigi's Mansion, this game is like a giant throwback. There are references to the 90s and 80s everywhere, so I guess I've already spoiled what I was going to do. See, this one in particular. Bounce With Me Station. We'll actually do this one, because I like this one. Nice Air Bud, a reference to the Disney movie Air Bud. Air Bud is such a good movie. I really love that movie. Anyway, we need to get to the goal in this one, so let's begin. And you see already that it displays what available weapons we can have to play each of these tests. So, we have the blaster and the splat bomb, and let's go ahead and get this started. Really quickly, though, I do want to pause. Check it. Oh, yeah, Pearl and Marina actually talk to you now. You can see that there are cell phones here. Not just any old cell phones, but the old flip phones. Oh my god, I feel like a boomer right now. I remember when flip phones were a thing, and they even have them being charged. That's actually really cool. But there are a lot of situations like this where you'll see some old school stuff in these stages. Just you wait and see. Anyway, as you see, most of the Octarian enemies are looking a little worse for the wear. Again, I think they're referred to as undead versions of the enemies, which is actually really mortifying when you think about it. But anyway, a lot of them are green now instead of being just like a same shade as Agent 3 or 4. So, if we make our way through, there's actually some cool shortcuts we can do, and if you saw the Splatoon 2 Octo Expansion Versus on game, you know I loved using shortcuts in this campaign. This campaign, you can speedrun this, and technically you can speedrun all of the Splatoon campaigns, but I really blasted through Octo Expansion. There are some things you can do to maneuver yourself, and I'm gonna try to show all of them off. If I forget to, I apologize in advance. But yeah, there are some cool things you can do to maneuver through here. Speedrun, it's really cool. I recommend just watching the speedruns in general of these games, because they are just so good. The people that speedrun, God bless them, because they are just talented beyond belief. And there's my first death, although it is back to the life system, and you can see that we have 3 lives before we are technically done with this stage. Anyway, we're gonna hopefully not get any game overs throughout this campaign. Knock on wood. There's no wood nearby, so I can't really knock on wood. So I pretty much jinxed myself. Anyway, oh god. Okay, so we have the ink furlers here that we're gonna try to avoid. Hopefully, oh god. Okay, I didn't avoid that. Oh no, am I gonna actually get a game over on the first thing? I'm trying to explain myself. See, playing games and talking over them, you never do as well as you would normally. Especially, like, compared to a versus, because in a versus, well, actually, a versus is kind of worse, because you're trying to complete everything as fast as possible while talking, so maybe it's not the best idea. Anyway, so yeah, you need to avoid the ink furlers. There are quite a number of them. There are 2 of them, actually, but, you know, we can make it seem dramatic. Alright, you need to avoid them and grab some extra CQ points. The eggs, the power eggs, are now CQ points in this campaign, which is pretty cool, actually. They take the thing from the other campaigns, the single player, and they just expand them, kind of, sort of. Anyway, I thought I was gonna die there. Oh, let's not die. I'm gonna destroy you, though, for that extra CQ point. Also, these things are timed, so be a little careful. Oh, but since we have 2 minutes, we can appreciate some of the extra phones here in the background. I just love the extra detail on this. It's so cool. And also extra detail, if I can press and zoom, you can see the subway that we took is actually chilling along the station, although the track is missing there, so maybe it's not such a good idea. Anyway, we're here at the end, so let's put our pen together, and let's pass the test. Alright, we passed another test, and I do want to address that we are collecting the mem cakes, but I'm not going to show them off until I complete an entire line. So, next up, we can go to our first inkjet level, but I think if we're gonna show off one of the specials, we might as well show off the baller one, right? Let's go to Rollout Station, because I really like these baller levels. These are so cool. I love them so much. Alright, and also you can see boom boxes in the background. Oh my god, more boomer status. Me reminiscing about things that are no longer viable anymore. Alright, you can see boomboxes in the background, but the lighting effects in this campaign are so good too. I just really love Octo expansion. I will be a testament to this for anyone that asks me. I really do think the Octo expansion campaign is the best Splatoon campaign available as of 2019. And since we're close to 2020, 2022, unless they also announce, if they announce Splatoon 3 this year, then, well, that'll be something. Anyway, I really do hope, though, that in Splatoon 3, whenever that does happen, I know it's going to be focused on, you know, the whole results of the Splatocalypse with Pearl and Marina, but I hope Splatoon 3... I actually could have saved that. I hope in Splatoon 3 they also have another Octo expansion-like campaign, or at least make the single-player campaign focused on Pearl and Marina and that fallout of the Splatocalypse. I hope they make it like Octo expansion, because Octo expansion is the best campaign, in my opinion, in the Splatoon series. They really, really need to make another one or expand on it. Okay, this is a little garbage, these ink furlers. You can do it on one cycle. I almost was able to do it, but then I didn't, and it was bad. Anyway, let's wait a little bit, because we need to avoid the ink furlers there. We can actually just skip this one as well. Skip this, and head up. And now we have some more Octolings we can deal with, but we destroyed them fairly... Oh wow, we actually even destroyed the thing as well. Speaking of, if you were to not collect the pen at the end of a stage, with some of your specials, you can see it's already disappeared, but especially with the baller and the inkjet, which we'll see coming up, you can just run into these things and you can make it be inked without even using your special. I didn't even have to press ZR to explode the ink baller. I just needed to run into the pen. Really, really cool. I really love the extra little detail on that. Anyway, that is another stage completed, and you see that this now is a double combined stage. This is not only AO3, but this is also Online B. This is B01 to be specific, and this is the very first 8-ball level. I just bumped my controller. That's probably audible on the recording, but who cares? Although now it's been pointed out, so now it'll be bugging me for the rest of time. Before we do that, though, I want to actually do the Maverick Station, because I do want to show this off. The inkjet levels in this campaign are super, super cool. And like I said, this is the best campaign, in my opinion. Totally worth more than $20, or $19.99 plus tax, depending on where you live. Really, really cool. I only had to pay $19.99, though, because I live in a thing without extra taxes. I live in a state without extra taxes. Really nice, actually. Anyway, enough about that. So we have Infinite Inkjet, like we also had Infinite Baller in the last stage. I really love the special weapon stages. It's just so cool. Super great highlight of how these can work. And it also helps you learn about each of these things in case you haven't played online yet, which is weird considering, you know, the Octo Canyon campaign kind of got you used to online play. Anyway, there is actually a major skip in the speedruns of this game that you can do. That thing right there, that one that's moving back and forth, if you were to jump off of that, or float off of that, I guess, and then continuously press B with the inkjet to jump, you can reach the final checkpoint, or, yeah, I think the final checkpoint, which is right over near that turnstile over there. The skips in this game are ridiculous, and again, God bless the speedrunners, because they are more talented than I, they know how to practice that, and they get it pretty much on the first try most of the time. As you see, yep, here's the final checkpoint. Again, you can do the skip, you can get the final checkpoint, really, really nice. Anyway, we have Octo Blimps that we're dealing with, in addition to other Octarian enemies, including the Octocopter, but we can just avoid it. We can avoid that Octocopter in general as well, although it's going to turn around and try to destroy us. I don't think we can get up there, unfortunately, but anyway, just like with the Baller, like I said, you can use the inkjet swirls in order to make the pen be put together, and you can just pass the test that way. Again, super, super cool. I'm probably going to geek out about this game a lot because I really, really love this campaign, but it's just so good, and I really recommend you try it if you haven't yet. Oh, by the way, while you've been out there passing tests, Captain Cuttlefish had some time on his hands, so we've been chatting with him. We thought you might be interested, so we made the chat log viewable to you. Use L and R to select the chat logs on your CQ80. Take a look sometime. Beg your pardon, young squire. Might I have a look at those trinkets you've got there? Forgive me if I caught you off guard. Hope I'm not too off-putting for the child. They call me Iso Padre. That's not my name, mind you, but it's the only one I recall now. Down here, we call those thin slices of memory memcakes. I've spent an age or two here in the depths, hungry for them. They're my only link left. At least I still remember my own days as a test subject, though I washed out early. I pray that you'll be the one to cut through the gloom and light the way to my dreams. Share your memcakes with me, and I'll repay the favor. Safe travels, young squire. Not sure this Iso Padre is playing with a full deck. Doesn't seem like a bad chap, though. When did you get British all of a sudden, Captain Cuttlefish? Why are you using chap? Anyway, we have another level on line A that connects to line B, and actually this connects to line C. And it just so happens it's another 8-ball level. Anyway, since we uncovered the line B version first of the 8-ball, let's go to What's Up 8-Ball Station. Signs point to yes. We need to guide the 8-ball to the goal, and right now we only have one available weapon to us, but soon enough we will unlock tests that will include more weapon variety for us to use. And you can see in the background a representation, I guess, or an homage to the Hubba Bubba gum is in the background. God, I remember when Hubba Bubba was, like, really popular. So, so good. I really love the, like, the cotton candy flavor. I love cotton candy flavors for a lot of things, actually. Anyway, actually it reminds me a lot of the going to like a fair or something, so I guess that's why, I don't know. Anyway, we have Octarians that we're dealing with trying to guide this 8-ball to the goal. Now, I gotta say, I might be the only person in the world that likes 8-ball levels. A lot of people hate them, and I don't know why. Like, the 8-ball is really cool. I'm not too terrible at the 8-ball. Maybe it's because people are bad at 8-ball levels, I don't know. But, like, I've never had much trouble with 8-ball levels, and I really, really enjoy them. They're just so cool. Anyway, it also helps that the Hubba Bubba representation's in this part of the level. Anyway, we're on the propeller lift, so let's bring this up a bit. And we could grab those CQ point power eggs, but I'm just gonna go ahead and go to the... Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Can I save this, actually? I don't think I can save it. I don't think I can save it. Oh my god, I can save it. Oh my god, I can save it, I can save it. Oh god, that was already our first close call, and that's not gonna be the last one. Anyway, we need to not have it fall down right there, because that'll be very bad. We need to use our weapon in order to bring it all the way around town. There we go. The power eggs guide you, actually, right there for that moment. Very, very cool. If you were to somehow fail or something, they give you this ink line, which I don't really get, but, you know, to each their own. And once again, oh, okay, that's a failure on the 8-ball level. Yeah, you explode if you fail a test right there in the palm of your prime. The palm of your prime. Yes, great words. Anyway, like most Octo expansion levels, there are shortcuts. You can just go ahead and shoot that 8-ball on that seesaw without doing anything else, and you will pass the test as long as you do it correctly. But I'm gonna go on the 8-ball switch. I'm gonna do the beaten path. And I'm going to just do it the normal way. Doing things the normal way is so boring. Anyway, let's make our way up the girders of the work area. Okay, I assume these are girders, but maybe I should not call these girders. Oh, I just fell. Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna blame that on the Octarian hitting me. Oh, actually, I'm almost down to my last life. I really don't want to get a game over, although it's technically not a game over. You'll probably end up seeing it, even though I don't want it to happen. Oh, should I go for the speedrun? Actually, going for the speedrun would cost me more lives, so I'm not going to do that. Can you please, 8-ball, go over this way? Don't make this episode longer than it has to be, 8-ball. Just cooperate with me. Hit the switch. Thank you. Okay. Let's make our way over to the platform, the elevator. Thanks, Pearl, for correcting me. All right. Let's make our way. This time I'm going to be extra careful, hopefully. Hug the wall. Okay. Hug this. Hug that. Make our way up. Hit you. Thank you. Okay, walk carefully. Grab the key. Hit the final checkpoint, which you, I guess... Actually, do you even hit the final... I don't think you hit... No, you don't hit the final checkpoint if you do the skip. Ooh, actually, yeah. Anyway, so what we need to do, we need to wait for the balloon fish to hit that. Excellent. Perfect. That's going to go all the way down, hopefully, I think. I think we're safe. Jump across. Hey, we made it. We didn't get a game over yet. That's fairly cool. And we need to hit the 8-ball into the little... Oh, really? It was all so close. Need to hit the 8-ball into its little platform podium thing. And once you do, you go ahead and pass your next test. And that unlocks a brand new line, and every time you unlock a new line, Sea Cucumber will go ahead and offer you a reward for unlocking so. And he also mentioned that throbbing spot over there. That throbbing spot contains a thang. We will go ahead and head towards that in a few episodes. It'll probably take 2 or 3. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk to Sea Cucumber, because as a reward for arriving at a new line, we get new CQ points. Only 500 for your first one, but still, it's better than nothing. Anyway, we have a couple of new guest passengers here on the train. We have these guys that remind me of those grapes from South Park that speak in that really obnoxious voice. Hey man, do you remember? Yeah, I remember. You remember? I remember. Anyway, so with that, that is going to do it for this episode of Splatoon 2 Octo Expansion. But before we do wrap things up, let's visit the chat log and read the very first session. DJ Hyperfish has joined the chat room. Hey, anyone here yet? Hello? MC Princess has joined the chat room. Hey yo, it's Pearl, aka MC Princess, aka the Baroness of Bars, aka MC Foreign Policy. Oh snap, it's Marina. Hey Pearl, aka DJ Hyperfresh, aka DJ Cold Breakfast, aka the Fuzzy Dazzler, aka DJ Catch and Release. Craig Cuttlefish has joined the chat room. Dude's scream name is just his first and last name. Gotta love old people, lol. Hi, Captain Cuttlefish. Can you see the chat room okay on your cell phone? I can see it just fine, thanks for asking. But my letters are big for some reason. Hit the caps lock key, Cap. It should be the button in the lower left, depending on your phone. By the way, I was able to hack into the CQ80, so Agent 8 should be able to see our chat logs. Test 1M Cuttlefish. Agent 8, we'll send you a dump of our latest chat logs every few stages. Keep an eye out. Yo, Cap, how did you even type like that? You gotta show me.